little pep talk.
Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. How's everyone doing today? Market's looking hella droopy. Yes, we have been talking about the bearish trend forming the markets for weeks now. Have you not hedged? Have you not been listening? Are you still on the edge of your seat wondering if the bottom is about to fall out? Well,
are you about to invest in Blockbuster?
Yes.
Wow, what a difference.
It's kind of like a historic day, I guess, in the retail tale of traders. You know, we've had retail flooding into the space. We've had people looking for new careers, new ways to work from home, and trading and interest in retail investment, retail day trading is at all-time highs. And then we've got this crazy phenomenon of this GameStop Reddit short squeeze for tale of the ages kind of came out of it. So it kind of shows you we are living in unprecedented times. When else would something like this happen, where retail finally gets its revenge on Wall Street? It might be this might be
And Wall Street is outraged. They are clutching their pearls. Oh, well, I never. How could they work together? Oh my goodness.
Well, you know what, Alex? If it was your hedge fund that was getting attacked by this, if you had a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, you know, maybe you'd be singing a different tune. Don't be so selfish.
Maybe I wouldn't over-leverage my positions.
Don't be so selfish. You guys put yourselves in the feet of a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund and those, like, you know, big...
You're right. I'm sorry.
I just can't wait for all like the game stop loss memes.
Well, it's ride or die, boys. So if you're not with us, you're against us. So if you're not with us, you're with the enemies. So we're either taking GameStop to the moon. I don't care if the business model is defunct. We're going all the way up, guys.
The enemy of my enemy is also my friend, Jack.
That's
Cobra
one of the
Kai.
reasons for the short squeeze was the good news that came out that someone had purchased a large 10% share in GME to kind of turn around the company and take it from a brick and mortar type thing to almost like a gaming Newegg.
Yep.
So GameStop is hoping to change its business model. Obviously, that does not change its valuation by 60x. But you know, the technicals are what technicals are. You know, there was too much short interest. There was a lot of retail demand. Good news came out. Retail flattened institutions. That's what happened.
All right.
I think now hear me out, and it's just a hypothesis. What if they invented a time machine? Because that would be pretty big for their stock, right?
Yeah, that would probably explain what's going on. All right, guys, let's
the news.
Shares of a company that had a time machine.
Listen, well, exactly. I appreciate we hit the ground running.
And then I would go back in time and buy a few more shares.
Well, you don't have enough money anymore.
I appreciate we hit the ground running this morning, guys, but let's get through the intro. We do have a community mentorship session coming up in an hour and a half, a little less than an hour and a half. We have to get going toward that session, so today's show probably won't run the full 2-hour episode. We're going to be doing an hour and a half, and then we'll see everybody in the mentorship session. In the meantime, let's get the intro out of the way and right into the charts, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who want us to maybe give them some kind of emotional support, as I know a few of us did not hedge up when we should have, and then we had a brief opportunity to hedge just under 35k, and we didn't take that either. So if you're like me, you're a little sore today. Let's see what the analysts say. Let's see what we have. There's also a poll we put up in our community section on YouTube. Let me bring that up real quick. All right, check this out. Is this on screen? Yes. All right. I've noticed. Let's see how many people have already submitted a response. We've got 14 votes, and this is our poll. We're going to start doing these more on a regular basis, and we're going to check back in on this poll a little later in the show and see where everyone is. Maybe save your response till after you hear our analysts' analysis of the majors, but the poll goes like this. Will Bitcoin close out January above 30k? Of course, we're just about 4 days away from wrapping up the month of January, and things are looking very droopy. Will we be able to hold 30k for another few days and get through this month with holding this critical support? That would be the first response. If you think we're holding 30K, click here. I see 50% of respondents so far have clicked yes, Bitcoin will hold 30K, quite bullish. The second response is Bitcoin will break down below 30K. 29% of our respondents feel the breakdown is imminent. We are going below 30K. We're going to close out the month below 30K. Our third response, I'm an ETH, you insensitive clod. 7% are apparently in ETH, don't care. And finally, our final response available for this poll is I'm all in XRP, I don't care. And that's 14% of respondents have now responded to that.
Wow, already beating the ETH toddlers, huh?
I'm going to hit the like button here. Let's see, yep, like button right here. Make sure you guys hit the like button on this poll. Leave your response. We will be checking back in after a little later in the show, see how this is looking. Let's quickly segue into the bubbles. Let's see what's going on in the alt space today.
Some would argue that it was Christmas.
Very reds today, guys. This is not looking good. Even, well, you know what? Uniswap is up another 8%. Wow.
We
you know
talked
what?
about it, guys. DeFi was looking strong.
We were indeed. Okay, maybe I need to get out of my
one of the only
Uniswap.
ones that was looking a little strong yesterday. It was those couple pairs that looked like the DeFi perp contract.
Also, thank you to shout out to Bird for the message he left this morning. Who thanked. He said thanks for keeping me out of that uni that I was trying to short yesterday because he was thinking about doing it while we were live on stream.
Oh,
I suggested against that, and he happened to learn a lesson from it that is invaluable in what we do. So
yeah, we are not like reversal traders. We are not trying to time exact tops and bottoms around here, everyone. So you know, that's if you're new here to our channel, to our community,
just try not to lose money, guys.
Yeah, we don't do that stuff. We're trend following traders here. It might be a little unorthodox compared to maybe how other degenerate gamblers try to time tops and bottoms, but trust us, this is probably a much more successful way to approach the markets. All right, somebody just told me refresh the page. The poll is not updating on my screen. I just did. All right, we got 22 votes in. I see the bears are officially fighting the bulls. We're officially at 36% bullish, 32% leaning more negative and bearish. The XRP guys are coming on hard right now. We've got 18% people voting for all in on XRP. All right, guys, we will certainly check back in that in a second. But yeah, Bubbles is looking pretty red today. I see GNY is with the leader today, 40%.
No idea what GNY
Me neither. I'm going to assume that's just a pump and dump. Stay away, guys. Don't go chasing.
Yo, it's a guinea coin.
Good one. But that might be considered off bounds in today's YouTube. All right.
Well, I'm Italian.
That might be a racial slur that you just can't.
I am Italian. I can't be racist against myself.
All right. Cheeseburger up 10%. Cheeseburger still doing things, and this Alpha coin has like been doing things on Bubbles the last 2 or 3 days. Alpha coin, something to look at for later. With that said, guys, everything else mostly down. Everything kind of down about 5, 10, 8% across the board. So condolences to anyone holding alts today. Bit of a pullback in the space. Fingers crossed the alt cycle continues. What say you? Are you guys still bullish on certain alts? Do you think Bitcoin's going to hold 30K? Do you think we're going to cycle through more alt gains and today's just a brief pullback, or you think this is a sign of a toppiness? You can save your extended thoughts for the analysis, but quickly.
I feel like we may hold 30K here. People have gotten very bearish all of a sudden on Bitcoin. Maybe they'll get slapped in the face one more time. That being said, I'm not longing this spot. I would still just remain. This is purely speculative. It's like, we're having a really hard time staying under 30K here. We've been hanging around in this spot for a while, and if we can't go down, we must go up.
We must go up. I mean, I've been pretty transparent over the past few weeks on exactly where I think it's going. On January 19th, I posted that I'm looking for that gap fill at 24.6. So it's all been holding true so far. Hedged since 34.951, and right now, I just have to let Bitcoin prove to me that it wants to stay above it. But I'm bearish until it tells me otherwise.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's probably the best. Yeah, bearish until proven otherwise.
All right, guys.
Speculatively, yeah, maybe we'll hold above 30K. Sure.
Yep.
All
Anything
right.
can happen. I mean, Blockbuster's coming back.
Well, that's in fact, let's quickly just graze that story really quick. I'm sure people have been hearing about this by now. That's, of course, this GameStop short squeeze is far more than just retail noise. GameStop's price action is one for the history books, but the social media-backed short squeeze may just be the tip of the iceberg, says CryptoBriefing.com. So, have you guys noticed this is now trending? Like mainstream media and mainstream news is all talking about this epic. If you haven't heard about Reddit Wall Street Bets, well, you probably did today. And this one is being kind of described as a win by the small guy. That this is the one time where we stood up to Wall Street and we gave him a black eye. So it seems like almost like a fairy tale type story for January. I don't know. Maybe this might end badly, but
a true Robin Hood story.
A true Robin Hood type story. GameStop short squeeze caused a 140% surge in GME's price since yesterday. Redditors, popular Twitter accounts, and online media all contributed to the pump and demise of short orders to the tune of $5 billion. The episode is a sign of a broader paradigm shift in the world economy post the infection. Mainstream media has written off GameStop's short squeeze, right? Yeah, because mainstream's totally bagging on it. Mainstream's coming to shore up support for the big Wall Street institutions. That's another thing I noticed. They're making these retail guys on Reddit look like fools, and to some degree they might be, but it goes to show you mainstream sides with the big corporate institutions, and they don't even want to celebrate with us when we score a small victory like this one. And yeah, so it's a short squeeze. It's a win for the small guys against Wall Street. Nevertheless, the incident hints at underlying macro shift in global economies in which Bitcoin and crypto markets become much more relevant. And this phenomenon is now spreading into other stocks that were overly leveraged short by big Wall Street institutions. So, and this is something we've been kind of covering on the show for a little while. I think it was Peckham 08 constantly bringing up AMC. Yep, I see ANCAP right now filling in. AMC, BlackBerry, what's NOK? Nokia, I'm guessing. Nokia, BlackBerry, AMC. The list seems to go on and on. They're turning their sights at, messing up a bunch of other beautiful shorts. These guys are shorting into the ground. And here comes Wall Street Bets off of Reddit to ruin a good thing, man. And I even noticed the hype reached peak yesterday. Elon Musk caused a price stir yet again when he tweeted on the subject. I think he wrote very succinctly. What did he write? I think he wrote GameStop. A man of the internet, one of our guys, a man of the internet meme machine, Elon Musk. Everybody.
Surely he would love everybody to think so.
Yep, certainly. But this is why Elon is.
I gladly meet the man.
Is one of my guys. I love Elon. He's a good guy, and here he is memeing with the best of them, and kind of shedding light.
He's got a sense of humor.
He is. Yeah. So things are kind of crazy in the space right now, and I imagine we're gonna get more and more retail interest. I don't know what this is even gonna mean for our space. If more and more noobs and retail people are flooding in,
more attention, more money.
Rather than making strategic bets, well, let's say placing strategic positions, they're going to be on Reddit looking for moonshots that are like.
I have a question. Have you met most of the people in crypto? I don't think most people are taking strategic positions.
Yeah,
I think
right.
most people are
trying to get
rich. Are they getting their cues off of crypto Twitter?
I agree, but here's the problem. Now there's going to be more.
That's why the markets work.
And now the market might be rewarding some of this behavior.
More stupid money.
I'm just saying, the problem could be compounding before our eyes, guys. With this kind of story trending, is there going to be more noobs flooding into the space and getting wrecked?
Yep.
Something tells me yes.
That's inevitable.
But if you're one of those noobs and
an
you're joining
emerging market.
us today, welcome to the one corner of the crypto internet that is looking to do this right, is looking to do this in a professional manner.
Slow and steady, baby.
We're not here to, just to not do knock home runs out of the park, which we love to do anyway, but no, this is a slow and steady gain of
Close to 27% today.
Yeah,
AGI BTC.
Incremental wins. We just keep plugging away, guys, and slowly but surely we come out on top. And then hopefully in a few years we look back and we are bosses at what we do.
We are the CEO of AMC.
Yes. AMC CEO, GameStop CEO. We got the Blockbuster CEO in the house. In fact, I think I might rejig the stream for tomorrow. I might include our new corporate titles below our name here on the left.
Thank you.
So you guys tell me who wants to be CEO of Blockbuster and
don't take Blockbuster
and other defunct organizations.
I can take that horse.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get into the charts very shortly. Let me quickly review who's in the chat, shout everyone out, and we'll get right into your questions, right into the stuff that's burning on your mind. I see a few people requesting Ethereum, want to know which way Bitcoin's going, so we will do all that in just a second, guys. Let's see who is in here this morning. We've got ANCAP Futures dabbing in the live chat. First one to come through this morning was ANCAP Futures. He's got the green channel supporter status. Thank you, Mr. ANCAP. Mr. Ether was right behind him, just waiting for this mother to drop. Yes. Seems like Mr. Ether is positioned well to take this market down. Jose Alves, another channel supporter, was third through the door. He says, what's up? Yes, nice to see you again, Mr. Jose Alves. S. Hyatt is in here. Crypto Bull is in here, who does their time stamping. Shoutouts to Crypto Bull. Mr. Unicorn, another channel supporter, come through this morning. He says, OA, feels like a drop is incoming. I feel a little more sideways action, though. And through the weekend before we get the clear out. Let's just see, just waiting and dabbing. All right. Tamir7 VIP, hello everyone. Peckham 08, AMC sold. He said he sold AMC 50% for 6x on the buy-in. It's still 50% riding it out.
Congratulations, bud. You nailed it.
Yeah, definitely nailed it. Peckham 08 was in it. Glorious day, he says.
You've had quite a bit of winners over the past couple weeks that I can recall, so seems like you're doing really well, man. That's awesome.
Shoutouts to Stun Gun, sitting on my hands, he says. I feel like I might be missing out on some good shorts, but I think it's the best plan for me at the moment. Hoping for some sale prices on some hodl position. All right, right on. Shoutouts to Stun Gun. Boiled Rope Lamp Post says, check out GME. Yes, we certainly will. Tyler Dukacek, Corn Pop Market, y'all. Bad dudes. Yeah, there's some bad dudes over there on Reddit and Wall Street.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Charles Kumar is in the live chat saying hello everyone. Peckham 08 says no bat, no revolt. All right. Jonathan W. B-Flow's coming in hot. Loot Patient says hi. Polly B is in here. Jonah Love the Show says hi everybody. Devin Johnson, the White House has had no lights on for 7 days. Watch the. All right. This is some. I can't even use the keywords related to these types of theories, but Devin Johnson, best of luck down there on the Capitol. I'm not sure if there's anything to those stories. That's major speculation, but I wish you all the best. We got Masats, Mr. Scott.
Sending you my energy, like Scott, in Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, Scott is in. Yes, we're about to create a spirit bomba up in here. I think the Reddit
spirit bubble. That's what we're gonna do.
The Reddit guys already beat us to it. They built one hell of a spirit bomb, and they took out the hedge fund.
Come on, it's a spirit bubble.
The hedge fund known as Frieza. All right, on Planet GameStop over there. Mr. Unicorn, clutching their pearls is right. Vidouche is in here. Grant Parsons is in here. Mentioned David Rice. Shoutouts to David Rice. Nice to see you in here, David. David's definitely a regular. Killa Craig is in here. And Alex Bowler is in here. Left Frog, what a dip, says Left Frog. Furry, Boffin, Johnny is in here. Johnny, shoutouts to him. B-Flow, mentioned already, and Leto Babel, and finally, who else do we have left to shout out? That's it. All right, and Jeremy Show.
Snow?
Jeremy Snow is in here. Yes, shout outs to Jeremy Snow.
He owes us a
and CL is in here. Peace. What happens when Tether scam blows up? Market cap went from 2.2 billion to 25 billion today. You know, people have.
If there's not new Tether news, then I am just so tired of speculating about Tether FUD. It's just it's pointless.
You're giving Alex wrinkles.
Yeah, people have been bitching about Tether for 3 years. Like, until there's some, new awful news, then it's just,
I still don't know
what it is.
Tether FUD never ceases to stop. Tether FUD's been in the space as long as I can remember it, and yet Tether is still around. I'm not sure if Tether FUD is really going to amount to anything, and even if it does, it could just make an epic run on Bitcoin as a result, guys. I mean, this is something I've thought of for a long time. If USDT collapses, what are you going to do? What are you going to rush to besides Bitcoin and get your money out of the exchange right away? It's gonna cause a crazy run on Bitcoin.
What's gonna have the liquidity that you need to actually get in?
Yeah, you're going to be forced to exit into Bitcoin and get out and hope for the best, because there really isn't usually a lot of alternative options on many exchanges, particularly because, remember guys, this is a game for the Far East, and the Far East is heavy into Tether and USDT, and then, all the American sanctions or
monopoly.
The New York Attorney General can make a decision and whatever, but will it really affect the Asian and Russian centric Tether operations? I kind of doubt it. All right, let's quickly check in on that poll, and then we're going to get right into the analysis, guys. Not leave anyone waiting much longer. Let's refresh this. All right, we got 36 votes in on our poll. By the way, you can find this poll by, let me see here. I'm going to drop the link right here in the chat, guys. You go to our channel, youtube.com/crackingcrypto/community, dropping the link right here. You can find our polls and community section. We're going to start dropping more polls on a regular basis, but yes, we got 36 votes in currently.
What you want.
We are currently 39% Bitcoin's going to hold 30K.
You know it's going down then, guys. The public's always wrong.
36%, kind of evenly split.
No. Our viewers, they're right, because they're watching.
They are. Well, no, that doesn't change that they're the public. They're here to learn, man. If they knew it all, they wouldn't be here.
Still evenly split between Bitcoin breaking down and holding 30K. So we're gonna let this poll hang out here for a little bit, and we're gonna check back in, see if during the course of the show you guys make up your minds, decide which way you want to take this market.
Yes. Show us so we can do the opposite.
Yes, precisely. Let us. This is a way we harvest your data and counter trade you. So trust me, there's no right answer for this one. You're gonna get wrecked.
There is not a microphone on in your computer.
You're gonna get wrecked.
Yes, if you like
either way.
Without right answers, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah,
all right.
Put a sub up there so you can actually learn something about what's happening right now instead of listening to Reddit.
All right, brilliant guys. Let's get into this. We got about an hour left in the show. I'm gonna scroll up and find everybody's requests, and I will be making a log of that in the background while our two analysts dig right into the charts. Gentlemen, take it away. I got Alex's screen up, so do your thing.
Okay. What's chart that I want to show off? Here we go. So we are still kind of hanging out in the middle of this measured move that we've been looking at for a week now, ever since we broke down here. As you can see, day before yesterday, we did wick up and retest resistance or support as resistance, or you can look at it as a rejection from the 12-hour baseline, whichever way you want to look at it. We got a little slap in the face, and down we go back, and we are currently retesting the liquidity of this low right here. We're kind of hanging out in the middle of this area right now. this is why I said earlier on the show that if we were to reverse, this would be the spot where we would reverse from, as long as we can hold roughly $30,000 area. Then if we don't go down, if there's enough buyers in this area, then we'll start to wander back and likely retest the triangle from below, see how that works out. There's also another point of control that we can come up, retest this again, trade more sideways before we go down. So we don't necessarily have to dump right here, right now, today to stay bearish, if that makes sense, guys. But I think I'm still targeting 27,000 at least for this move. This still doesn't feel over.
I'm with you. And honestly, if you go to lower time frames, I think you were just on the 4 hour there. Like to me, like the way that this looks like the beginning of capitulation.
Yeah, we're trying to like push through this volume right now. There were buyers here, but there's still more sellers. So we're just like, oh, there's buyers. They bought it up, and then we're just going to keep selling it.
I think you're going to continue to see exhausted wicks like that continuously close down here. And that's why I even said in the chat here, I think that there's a chance, just by my gut feeling, that we could break down live on air today, which would be really cool.
Oh, okay. You could be right. I have not been really attuned with the lower time the last couple of days on Bitcoin. I've just been kind of sometimes you're in tune with the lower time frame, sometimes you're not. Right now I've been feeling the upper time frames.
Depends on what you're trading. I totally get it. Sometimes you do something for so long, you're like, I gotta go do something else for a little bit.
On Bitcoin dominance is just kind of trading sideways ever since we got a big bump the other day. Nothing we're really being told here, market wise. Interestingly, big day on the Dixie. It started out really strong this morning. People panicked just a little bit, I think, this morning. But then we've settled back down a little bit. So I think this was reflected somewhat in Bitcoin. We had a strongly down morning, and then we've kind of leveled off in the afternoon. Kind of the inverse of what we're seeing here on the Dixie, the US dollar index. And coming back over into traditionals, really down day.
Yeah, we're gapping down on almost every market.
Yep, so QQQ, we gap down on the Dixie, pumping super hard, and we're getting a cross under here. Still no sell signal, we're above the daily baseline, but remember what I've been saying. Where's the strength? Where's the strength? I thought we were pumping in the new all-time highs, and we've got the roaring 20s, but now we used to only get gap ups, and now we're getting gap downs. I don't like that.
So you're saying to buy GameStop? That's where all the money's going.
Yeah, that is where all the money's going. Get SPY back below the daily baseline, back below this trend line that we've been watching for resistance. It gave it a shot. It was above it for like what? This is 2 weeks. It went above this trend line and it just couldn't hold it.
Sideways.
Now, here we are.
Sideways at the same level is usually bearish.
Yeah, and here we are. We've got this weekly sell signal, and hey, guys, this week is starting to move on now. We're a little more than halfway done with this week, and this doesn't look super strong to me. Well, hey, maybe we finish this week. We wick up. We just go straight for the moon. We'll see. And then I think we'll find a similar story on the Dow. Yeah. Now tell me that doesn't look weak, huh? So this is... Oh no, we are below support.
I would actually inverse that and then argue a white coffee in spring. I mean, inverse the chart.
Yeah, if you saw this, you'd be like, oh man, so we had like a fake out down, and then now we're likely to break up.
There's a ton of people who shorted the bottom, and then they need to be washed out, so that thing's going to cruise upwards way faster than people can get out of their position.
I think so. I would not be surprised to see us really quickly retest 300 on the Dow, which is a respectable.
A while ago.
I think that's actually like 290. So this is respectable, like what, 5% move, almost 10%. What is that?
It's just the beginning.
we'll see what happens here. This I feel is like almost guaranteed, but anything beyond that is just too far. It's too far in the future for me to see. It's just, there's just too much speculation at that point. But I think I would love to see us come down and just retest the previous highs here on the Dow. That's it. I don't think it's too much to ask.
And when I think about it, in the sense of like a wave oscillation, it's like a mathematical improbability to me that you wouldn't get some time below the baseline here for a little bit, which would put you right into that shell.
Yeah, I think so. Ethereum here, pretty strong weekly sell signal this week. I would be surprised if we finish the week up. But if we did finish the week up, then I think that would be a great sign for a continuation. Essentially, if we can make it back over this daily baseline, which is now our resistance. Like, I don't think you can argue anymore that this baseline is going to be our resistance right now. We should be looking for shorts on Ethereum. We're kind of not there yet. Our oscillator needs to go below zero. We could use some more volatility. So, but if I think this could be a good spot to hedge up on Ethereum if you're an Ethereum holder, especially because if we're wrong here, then, fine, we'll lose like 5% or something like that, but or maybe like 10%. But if we're wrong here, it's way easier to crawl back out. Like we'll be able to get back in right around 1400. It's like, oh well, we made a mistake here. It's candles like these you have to watch out for.
I think this is going to be a historic day.
Yeah, and you know what? We could still crawl up and retest this area one more time too. So you could still end up a little underwater on a short here, which is why we're waiting on a short. But I would not let the perfect be the enemy of the good when it comes to hedging up in a situation like this where the markets are looking so droopy. And where you have a good place where you'd be like, okay, I know exactly where I am if I'm wrong, which is above the daily baseline again. You're like, oh, well, time to get back in. Let's see. Tell you what, I think that's a relatively broad view for now. Let's look at the derivative contracts real quick. I guess no one here should be surprised about this. This is what I've been telling you is going to happen for like 2 weeks now. Here we are.
I just can't
wait.
This
is why we don't buy at resistance, guys. Say it in your head over and over again. This is why we don't buy at resistance. This is why we don't buy at resistance. This is why we don't buy at resistance. Mid-perp. Oh my gosh. This is why we don't buy at resistance. This is why we don't buy at resistance.
We should make a song.
Yeah. And it's going to be a really beautiful short soon. If we can get back above the qualifying line, I might still take it at the end of today, even if we're just a little bit off here.
That's a bit extended at the moment.
This is why we don't buy at resistance. Do I have to tell you? This is why we don't buy at resistance. And really beautiful continuation short at the end of today. You can't really call it resistance here. This is just like starting to look a little bit like a fake out, but we'll see. Maybe DeFi will just keep going. It's held the trend line so far, but on the 12-hour, we do have this bearish divergence as shown. And you have to wonder, like, if everything else is losing momentum, fine, DeFi might be stronger, but I don't see why it would necessarily continue. Maybe it'll just trade sideways. And if it does trade sideways, do I really want to be sitting in it? Hey, just sit in cash, and then I'm free of risk, and the market's trading sideways anyway, so it's not like I'm losing out. So that's something to consider.
Cash, homie.
Something to consider, but I don't necessarily. I'm not telling everybody to like get out of DeFi necessarily. Dragon perp. This is why we don't buy resistance.
So many lessons in one day. How can we learn it, Alex?
Yes.
Tell us.
This is why we don't buy resistance. So I hope some of you who have been watching this past week took some of my bearishness to heart. I don't know. Maybe it's just a couple days where we're going to end up, my bearishness is fulfilled, and then the market continues onwards, and we'll have to.
That's what it's going to be for me.
Direction. Yeah.
I think
opened
that
up
we bottom around 20.
As far as that's not right. As far as the signals that we've got open for the group, right now we're just in shorts. Last couple days, I've been no, I'm sorry, we're in too long still. Those are probably stopped out.
On my end, on my end, we're still in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. And
yeah, this one is stopped out in profit, but this one is probably out. But we're in 3 shorts. We're in ZIL, Litecoin, and NEO. Let's take a look at them. ZIL, we've been in for a few days. I think we're just at break even right now. I think we got in right around here, and now we're chilling. So ZIL, Litecoin, got in right around here. Definitely probably hitting take profit. Let's see. This is a low of 118, 110. Nope, a couple bucks away. We'll probably get there. And NEO USDT.
Interestingly enough, we are in quite a few BTC pairs.
Low of 20.33.
No, actually, 3.
Wow, we're 10 cents away. Got to get a little bit more. Anyway, we're in profit on them. I'm glad to be short rather than long right now. And I think if you look around the market, I think most people, if they were short or just flat, they're feeling much better today than if they were long.
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic hedged here. I'm hedged and in a short position from the 4-hour signal of 2 days ago that hit TP1 today. So just let it ride, baby. And if it decides to reverse from here, then great. Let's make some money on the way up. But
why don't we go ahead and look at chart requests? We've only got 45 minutes.
All right, we're good. I think we're restored.
Beautiful. I love it when my gut feels it out.
I think we're back. We're restored, guys. Sorry, that was actually unrelated to my connection.
Oh, we are breaking down. Look at that. We're well below.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was saying, I'm glad that my spidey sense was tingling. Like, there's a chance we could break down live on stream here.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So you're telling me there's a chance, you son of a bitch. I'm in.
I would keep my eyes on this downwards trend line. Maybe you could score a bounce if this trend line breaks, but for right now, I would just, guys, I wouldn't. This is not
looking for longs.
Yeah, this is not a knife I would try and catch right at this point. I would just wait for some more confirmation, because if we break this, we'll probably get also a good,
I think
3-hour cross up, 4-hour cross up. You want something more.
I think people in even 5x positions are about to feel some heat. Don't try to catch a knife.
Yeah, I feel like we fell through the low volume node that was holding us up, and now we're on the other side of it. We're down here now. We're in this other trading range.
I have a chart that's on my Bybit that I have support levels. One of them we just broke through, and the next one I have is 23.7. So that's just a big old gap there.
Really, I've got support at 27. You know, the measured move makes sense to me when you look at when you just look at the volume profile. You see there's a huge gap below here, and matches up with the measured move. So I like it, but that doesn't mean I don't think we couldn't get your gap fill.
Yeah, and then get bought back up.
Yeah, but just my TA doesn't. Yeah, so we could wick down there or something. Who knows?
All right, let's get into the next. Let's get into the requests, guys.
GME, that's right, GME.
All right, let's start with the first one. This one was from Boiled Rope Lamp asking for GME.
Yep. So GameStop, it just keeps going. What is happening is more fundamental than technical. I guess you would call it that. Or would you call short interest a technical thing? Or that's more fundamental because it's like how many pieces like people are actually holding,
right?
Or would you call it a supply and demand imbalance?
I would call it something along the lines of that, a supply and demand imbalance mixed with people's greed.
Anyway, there is nothing I can really. We can look at historical data and see where there may be. But look at that. I mean. Fine, let's look at historical data, see what we can see. There's nothing, guys. We have nothing. We have nothing. There's no historical data to look at. Tell you what, let's I I mean, even if we took out fibs, I don't think fibs would do anything here. There's nothing we can do but stand in awe and look at it. That's about it.
Just look at it.
Yeah, let's take out a fib retracement here. Excuse me, look, trend based. Boom. Even on the monthly, it blew through the 4.23.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Right.
I guess if you're looking to buy into GME, look for support around the $200
Why are you even saying this? If you're looking to buy, like, you're part of the problem now.
Yeah. I don't know. I would look for a retest of the previous all-time high, but you should probably just not buy GME at this point.
It's run its course. By the time the news is reporting, it's done. Otherwise, everyone would get rich all the time.
Well, I mean, if people said that last week, then they still missed all this, you know?
Well, yeah, but this is the bigger story today. Look at this. I mean, yeah, you could say that, it could quintillion tomorrow, but that's not realistic to me. This is realistic. At least in my head. The people who wanted this to happen are already out. In my opinion.
You know, what a dumb place to be short from anyway.
Right? Like, what are you hoping for? Just bankruptcy? Like, that's not, like, never an inevitability.
I mean, so look, it doesn't even move during the March meltdown. I mean, not really.
And tell me, Alex, as someone who does this every day, and you are in charge of that much money, would you ever risk that much shorting that chart?
They thought it was a no-brainer.
I would never do it.
They had a justification for it, but it was extreme greed.
I would have loved to hear that board meeting, because I would have been like, well, there's something wrong here, guys, you bunch of idiots.
That's what got them in trouble, is there wasn't enough profit taking on the way down, and they were trying to basically pile in and short it to zero. They figured nobody's going to come and buy this and check us on this one, and no, apparently Reddit
That's
did.
why I love the internet. It's got a life of its own.
Well, look at AMC. AMC had another... AMC is another one that had a huge gap up. I know Peckham asked us about this the other day, and I was like, maybe if we can break this trend line or this other trend line, if we just blew...
Jack made fun of me last night because I was saying that I think that AMC was going to do this exact same thing today. Well, not exactly today, but very soon to GameStop. And he's like, yeah, you think people are just going to buy up movie theaters again? Like, there's no way. I'm like, I bet you.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying that there's a reason why people are shorting AMC into the ground, and the reason why that whole short squeeze is happening. I'm going to be incredulous if people are going to engage in this, but clearly GME demonstrated that this is doable. Still not something I'm going to engage in, of course.
Well, I'm going to buy a little bit of Blockbuster. Just like as an NFT.
So yeah, there's nothing really to do on AMC here. If it's going to continue, maybe, I don't know.
You're just seeing something super interesting in history right now, guys. This is not a money-making opportunity anymore, in my opinion.
Yep, charts aren't really telling us, what to do here.
That's actually a pretty bullish pattern for now, but
it could keep going.
Yeah, it might keep going, but it's not worth betting on right now. It's already so far against your favor.
All right,
it'll be fun to
GME
watch.
and AMC. What's next?
All right, GME is off the list. Let's get into the meat of the request today, guys. GME, I mean, how much TA can we do on such a unusual phenomenon?
A weird news event, yeah.
Jonathan W. in the live chat says, I gotta watch the show a little later, gotta dip for now, but please talk about your ETH predictions. Well, I don't know about predictions, but what's the TA got to tell us?
I already looked at Ethereum, but as I said, I think we could sweep down towards 900 if the short actually plays out.
Definitely. I mean, look Look at the
back
chart.
towards, like,
The chart that he
$800.
just yelled at you guys about a bunch. We don't do what? Buy resistance? Like, that's the same chart. Like, I think it breaks down more too.
Yep. Onwards. I've already gone over it.
All right, F is crossed off the list. Let's move into the next request.
Since
This
when
one,
do you guys say F?
since forever. Where you
always
been?
say E. You always say E. You guys always say
F,
E.
E. No. I think I've been an F guy since day one, dude.
I
Did you
swear
wake
to
up in
God.
the
You
parallel
guys are
dimension
messing with
today?
my mind. Yeah, you guys are messing with me.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You guys are up to
Jason's
something.
got the Mandela effect going
I
on over
I
here.
really
Full-
do. I've always said Ethan. I hang out with you guys every day, and it sounded really weird.
No, full-blown case of Mandela effect slash. Woken up.
Crazy
You
times
woke
we
up in
live
the
in.
wrong dimension today, dude. Go back to where you came from.
No, on either one of them, I'm making money.
All right, next one's from Vidush in the live chat. He's requesting Link and Sushi, please.
Link to the sushi, please.
Bitcoin. Okay, we're just here at resistance. Remember, I was telling you guys we're here at resistance on Link Bitcoin,
Another
and we
spring.
need to just let it alone for a little bit. We've still had a little bit of pullback, but it's nothing that you would necessarily be looking to short or anything. Could have a trend break here. We'll see what happens. But this bearish divergence right here is a little concerning here for Link. The USDT pairing. It's starting to cross below the daily baseline. I think it's going to be a short soon at this point. But definitely for right now, there's nothing for us to do on Link except, maybe look for an exit. We're getting across under here too. So all signs point to maybe just a pullback towards like $16 on Link. Maybe I'm not talking like Link to zero, but it looks a little bit like a pullback, especially when you look at the rest of the broader market. So what's next? There was Link and there was Sushi. Starting to cross below the daily baseline, and we have our second bearish divergence in a row. First bearish divergence is from here to here. Second bearish divergence is from here to here, which we are probably getting at the end of today.
Yeah, it'd have to be a pretty volatile day to the upside to change that.
Yeah. There you go. You can see that's a little bit more clear. So I think Sushi is also bearish. And where are we, guys? We're at resistance. Right here.
Where are we, guys? Resistance.
Yeah, don't buy resistance. Don't do it. Don't be long Sushi here, I don't think. Onwards, what's next?
All right, thank you for the Link and Sushi request. Let's get into the next one. This is let's see here. This is Tamir7 VIP TWT. That's the web token, or what was that again? Trust token. Trust web token, I think is what TWT
we'll
is.
look at it. Trust wallet. Maybe this is a
Trust wallet. That's what I was thinking of.
Well, I mean, it looks like they got listed on Binance today, and they're having a pump from it, but
In the middle of the night.
okay. Oh, did it just list on Uniswap today too? No, this is just not it, I think. Sorry, they added some new liquidity stuff to ChartX, and
it's almost overwhelming all the time. Find the right thing.
Yeah, there's nothing to really do with this thing, man. There's not enough data.
We can watch it, but don't buy it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going up right now, and maybe it'll keep going up, or it might go down.
All right,
That's what I got to say for you.
Not a lot of
Or
data
it could
on
go
Trust.
sideways.
Not a lot of data on that Trust wallet, but let's keep moving
Yeah,
along.
it's like I got like 10 hours to work with here. I don't know,
All
man.
right.
I just don't know.
Alex, you need to know more.
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Did we do AMC already? Because NCAP is asking for AMC, BlackBerry, and Nokia, likely targets of this Reddit
We
phenomenon.
did AMC, but we didn't do BlackBerry
Or
or
Nokia. BBBY.
I think it is. Beyond.
Bed Bath & Beyond. People buying up Bed Bath & Beyond.
BBX.
I thought it was BBBY.
Maybe it's just BB.
Oh, BlackBerry. There. BB.
Looks pretty strong.
She's cruising, baby.
Yeah, it looks like it's already in the process of happening. If someone is short this, they're about to be very unhappy.
And they're just cleaning
Really?
up old books.
Really beautiful break of trend back here in
Yep.
well, very beginning of 2021. We just broke the trend. We just started going.
Jesse Stein would have been proud.
I don't know. We didn't have much basing period. I don't think this would have been one of those.
You don't think so? I gotta get through the whole book.
You know what? Maybe this looks just like a spring, actually. Look at this.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. There's been a lot of springs, man.
I would look for BlackBerry to maybe come back down towards like $13, $15, and then it could be interesting for a much longer term hold.
Yeah.
Like over a 5 to 10 year range.
Wait for a news story to come out that they've invented some kind of new tech.
Yeah, but you want to buy back towards this area, and if
Yeah.
you can't, then just let it go.
Wait for the pullback.
And there's BlackBerry, and what was the other?
Nokia.
What was the other stock market shitcoin?
Nokia.
Nokia. Okay.
Okay.
Nokia stock market shitcoin. Let's go.
Nice. Nice.
What's a good one to take here? This is not right, I don't think. We just want the stocks. Should be good.
Nokia Corporation, yeah. That looks like it's in the beginning of the spring. You're getting the break of trend now.
This doesn't look as strong of a short squeeze.
Yet.
You're starting to feel a little bit of pain right now, but this is not a... Yeah, it's not taking off in the same way, but hey, we do have a break of the downtrend here. That is something. The other downtrends we got here. There we go.
Going to fight back. Actually, no, we just got the out.
Alright, it's too much stuff going on my screen right here. Let's tone it down.
Oh, never mind. We ain't going up. We going down. Unless we get a short squeeze.
I feel like Nokia can move more here, especially because we're getting a monthly buy signal here on TT. That's interesting.
Right. That one actually looks more reasonable in a time frame of making like some profit. These other ones are just so far gone that it's just kind of more comical at this point.
Yeah, but it's also, I mean, I think one of the reasons why it's lagging is because it's not as good of a trade.
Yeah, it could be the same. Yeah.
I feel like you could probably squeeze some money out of Nokia. I don't know how good the trade will be, but maybe the juice is worth the squeeze to you. It's up to you, man. I don't think it's.
If you want to be a part of history.
Yeah, if you held a gun to my head, I'd rather be long than short on Nokia here. So make of that what you will.
All right, let's get into the next one. Couldn't help but notice Mr. Kobayashi came through here. Always count on Kobayashi to come in and spread FUD. If I didn't like him so much, I would probably have banned him from the channel by now. Seems he only comes in here to FUD Bitcoin.
What do you say?
Finally back into the, well, I mean, nothing too provocatory, but finally back in the bear market. He says bear market again, and then he says $19,000 USD CME gap got to get filled tomorrow, and then he follows up with the $9,000 CME gap going to get filled tomorrow. So apparently we're going to fill both gaps by tomorrow.
Okay.
Kobayashi always counted on to spread over the top FUD in the live chat. You're a good guy.
Do they still have you on retainer?
I mean,
not you, him.
I
He was
know,
the
not
lawyer,
me,
right?
but I know, but I mean,
I want to know if they still have him on retainer.
I'm not sure if I want to entertain this Kobayashi LARP much longer, but all right, let's keep it rolling. I got another request lined up here. This one is from Alex Bowler. He says PHT, the Tron token, doing great. It's a gaming utility token as well as a wallet token. PHT ERC token won't do better than the Tron version. Reasoning fees. All right, well, I'm not sure if he actually wants us to look at the PHT chart, but basically, if
well, there is no PHT, or at least I can't find a PHT.
I'm not too sure what PHT even is. Maybe it's a Uniswap token. Well, it's some kind of gaming utility token coming to Tron now because Ethereum fees are too high. So if anybody's interested in Alex's...
no one cares about Tron.
Yes.
I think it's okay.
PHT is now coming to Tron, guys. If you're interested, do take a look at it.
What's
Alex Bowler sends his best regards. All right, ANCAP Future says,
Tron's just an Ethereum clone, guys.
ANCAP Future says, man, I have been watching Palantir for a while, forgot about it this week, and boom, it goes up. Oh well, plenty of other fish.
That's how markets work,
What happened
man.
to Palantir? Let's quickly review Palantir before I go into this one.
As soon as you give up on something, that's when it makes its decision.
Hey, man, there was nothing you could do. It was just gone. There's been no real pullback. This was barely a pullback. I guess you'll have to wait until some sort of bad news comes out. Son of a bitch. What's next?
You call that a pullback? This is a pullback.
Call that a knife? Now this is catching a knife.
That's actually pretty good too. All right, we got someone to work with. We're spitballing some good skits here. When we wash out as traders, gonna fall back on our comedy career.
Yay! That was the plan the entire time.
All right,
dude.
Killa Craig in the live chat says, can you look at the Opti Forex market? What does he mean by the OPTI Forex market, Alex? Do you know what he means?
I have no idea.
What's optimum.
The Opti Forex market.
I don't know what you mean, man.
All right, let's move into the next request while I Google what Opti Forex market. Tezos for Alex Bowler in the live chat.
All right.
Opti International. Let's.
Get out underneath the daily baseline, man. Crossed under here. Bearish divergence. What's next?
All right, let's get back into it. Next request comes from Alex Bowler as well. XLM for cashing out quick. All right, let's take a look at Stellar because I do know Stellar's a frequent request on here. So let's quickly recap Stellar.
It's been looking shitty, guys. We've been saying this.
Yeah, I mean, go back to last week. I don't know. You are too late. I guess hold on tight. Grip your butt cheeks. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like you
squeeze those cheeks. Strap on in.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't sell here. I think it's interesting that we've got lowering selling volume here while we're at the low. Maybe we'll get a bounce back up towards here, but yeah, I don't know, you're kind of screwed from this spot right here, because we could come down more, or we could break down, but then we come back up, and then we retest this area. I don't know from here. I would say, though, that it's obviously more bearish than anything. I guess that's why you're looking for an exit point, but what can I tell you? This is a really crappy place to be exiting from.
Yep. But also important to remember that if you are in a position that you are over leveraged or anything like that, this is unfortunately your best opportunity to get out, even if it pumps back up, because keeping that mentality is going to keep dragging you down till you have nothing. So if you're in that position right now, it sucks, but you have to take your L right now. Get out so you can get into a more comfortable position. And if it does end up tanking, which would have wiped you anyways, this way you have a way to buy back in with something at the bottom to at least let it appreciate back up. If you are over leveraged or anything right now and worried about your position, close out of it. That's what a professional would do.
All right, well said. Let's keep moving along, shall we? This next one comes from Crypto Caveman. What do you think of taking profits on Uni USD? I think we looked briefly at Uniswap. Maybe you can advise Crypto Caveman on how to continue. What did he say? I think he said he got in on Uniswap like at $2. I think I read that. He got in around $2. I gotta scroll up and find it. Pretty sure he said $2.
You should take profit because I mean it's good to take profit, but if we can remain above this 1475 level, then it's a new all-time high for Uni, and it might just keep making them. So that level that I showed you is this right here that we're kind of like tapping at. I mean, that looks pretty strong, man. I don't see any signs. It's like, oh, it's time to jump ship. So I don't know for sure that it's going to keep going up, but I don't see any weakness.
Yeah. Uni looks great, and that's why I was saying yesterday there was people that were looking to short it already just because the rest of the market was starting to look a little lazy. But it's always important to remember there's always an outlier out there when you see the bear market that something else is pumping. I mean, today it's GME and AMC, which is kind of weird that it's in a different market that we're not used to. But at the same time, these things happen all of the time. So why would you look to short something that's actually looking the strongest?
Yeah, we literally don't have a single sell signal at any time frame.
Yeah,
so
why?
I don't know. Yeah.
It's about taking. He is requesting how to take profit. He wants to know how to take profit. Honestly, guys.
Yeah, I just don't. There's literally no take profit signals to take profit off of. So
yeah.
And
if you are worried about it, take some profit, move your stop loss to break even, and let it ride.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that peace of mind is so important in doing this because you're going to stress yourself out to the point that you're going to make one wrong decision and wipe all of the work that you think you've done.
Yeah, you're up 7x, dude. That's a great victory in the space. So take some profits and don't look back. I certainly thinking of doing the same. I am way up on Uniswap after the airdrop. Honestly, with things looking so droopy, so bearish,
literally.
I want to cash out right now.
Do it live on air.
I'm ready to sell it all, guys, right now because
you and I are gonna have a drink together.
I didn't hedge Bitcoin. I didn't hedge my Ethereum bags. Maybe I can get out at the Uniswap top, right? I missed it.
Sell it right now. I bet it's a great idea.
All right.
To take some profit.
Approving spend limit, and I'm out. All right, gentlemen, it's been a good one. I'm out of here. Time to go retire my Uniswap.
You just witnessed Jack's best trade.
All right.
It was an airdrop.
all right. Enough messing around. Let's get into the next one. This one comes from Top Hat in the live chat. AAVE, all the way, my good friends.
AAVE. Let's look at it.
Oh, have a nice day, why don't you?
That's still pretty strong looking. I'm not super happy that we seem to run out of steam right at the place where the rest of the market is still, is kind of tanking right now. But we don't really have any sell signals.
Yeah, there's room in there for retracement that would be healthy for continuation. So just be patient with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got nothing right now. So I would just hang on. AAVE's not telling us to buy, it's not telling us to sell. It's just kind of hanging out at resistance right now. So it's nothing we can do.
All right, not much to be done in AAVE. Let's keep rolling forward. This one comes from Harm04 in the live chat. Is it a good move to buy Bitcoin right now? Buy the dip, guys. What do you think?
It just depends on your time reference, man. If you're talking about a long-term investment, yeah, right now is a great time. Tomorrow's going to be a great time, and in a week it's going to be a great time, no matter the price. Because in 3 years it won't matter. But yeah, wait for a dip.
I'll tell you what. If we can close this, if we can close the 4 hour back above like 37.50 or maybe 31, then it's probably likely we're going to keep going up here. Like this wick right here is very interesting looking on lower time frames. Like that's a nice bounce, but we'll have to close back up here. Otherwise, this could just be, you know, a retest of resistance and then we break down more.
This hourly candle, I think, is going to be very important.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you wait till close.
Like I said, guys, if we get a bounce, this is the area we would bounce on. We need 30K to hold. And this is what we're bouncing off of. This is 30K right here. This is the 30K area, so we need that to hold right here.
Okay. My quick advice to the gentleman Harmo4 in the live chat, you know, it's always, just like Jason said, it's a good time to buy Bitcoin. Kind of always buy dips. If you're a short-term swing trader, maybe the answer is no. But if you're looking to develop a long-term position on Bitcoin, I do advise dollar cost averaging and buy a little bit once a week. Buy the dips, hold. It will eventually work out for you. Short-term, not so sure. Everybody seems to be convinced we're going down to 20K.
I can tell you what you need to do. Long-term, yes, DCA, like Jack just said. But short term, if you're looking to actually trade rather than invest, you need to be teaching yourself what it is to actually trade. And with that, I would suggest you just get into the Discord with us and learn about it a little bit. Don't spend any of your money. Just DCA into positions and wait. I guarantee you that's the best thing you can do for yourself right now. Learn about trading, then figure out if it's for you. Because it's not for everyone, man. And you don't want to lose your money trying to figure out something that you might not even want to do.
All right, well said. Let's get into the next request. First, I'm going to shout out the Cryptonaire in the live chat says, new here, what's up? Welcome to the channel, Cryptonaire. I think you found Mr. Crypto Millionaire. You think you found the right place to call home. This is this is one of the premier professional trading academies in the space. Welcome aboard, my good man. Nicholas Balestro asking, still more upward movement in AMC, question mark. Man, people really want to buy the AMC breakout. You know, the AMC movie theater business is going to take off.
This is big it's like infectious for economies, man. Like people like, oh my God, I got to get in on this.
I know,
it's an amazing phenomenon. It is market euphoria. You're absolutely right. I've been saying, when's it coming? And I didn't even realize that you're right. It is market
it's like
euphoria.
These markets were already completely detached from reality.
It just happens so slowly that you don't realize that you're in it, right?
Now we're entering peak clown world with the way this is going.
Things are about to get silly, folks.
All right, let's get into the.
Remember, it was like 2 weeks ago. People were asking me for, people were asking me for moon targets, and now people are looking for short targets.
Yeah, people are like, when are we landing? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
And like everyone,
I want my money back.
Yeah, everyone that missed the ship's like, come back to Earth and pick us up, you dick. And then they're gonna miss it again.
Everybody, you wanted to pull back. This is what you asked for.
Yeah, like right. They're gonna miss it again. Like, well, we forgot our luggage. Damn it.
Well, I mean, this guy did ask. Like, is it okay if I just buy Bitcoin right now? He wants to know, is he gonna miss out?
I don't believe so.
I don't believe so, but I don't think $30,000 is a bad spot. Like maybe you could pick up a portion at this area.
Yeah.
And then just have other ones like 27, 23, just like kind of average down. And then, you get the orders filled, And then when you actually get a buy signal on Bitcoin, which will happen whenever it happens.
It will happen inevitably, though.
Yeah, maybe we're back above the daily baseline or whatever. Then that's when you go the rest of the way in.
Yeah.
If that's how you want to do.
Or just a simple strategy. Just keep it simple. Just 20% this month, 20% next month, 20 or weekly.
Yep, spread it out.
It'll be the same premise.
Yep, exactly. Spread it out by a little here.
I think it'll actually behoove you to do that right now because we're probably going to go into a couple of weeks of bearishness. So you're probably just going to get better price, better price, better price, better price. Oh, more expensive price, and then all of a sudden you're up.
Yeah, buy a little here, guys. Especially if it's burning a hole in your pocket, you feel like you gotta do something. Don't spend your entire wad on it right now, guys. Just
Nope, you'll lose it.
buy a little bit here, buy another 10% next week, buy another 10% next week, and in the end, you know, if we see 20k, you'll buy a little Bitcoin at 20k. You'll buy a little Bitcoin at 25. If we pop up from here, you'll buy some at 35.
In 3 years, people are going to be talking about a dip to 20. Like, oh, dude, if that happened, I would sell everything I had to get in at that price. Like,
people used to say that about 3K too. That never happened.
Right.
When 3K hit, I had to tell.
I sprinted to my computer. I sprinted my computer to buy at 38.15.
But you know what? People were panicking and not buying at that time. Smart money might have been getting in.
I was buying everything I could.
It's the biggest challenge we can make. You guys hit the nail on the head. You know, a lot of the people who are probably coming through our space right now are like, "Oh my God, you know, what's going on? Should I sell here? Should I get out?" Well, just a couple of weeks ago, they were itching for a pullback to this spot so they could buy. So, you know, never look a gift horse in the mouth, guys. This is what you were begging for, a pullback. For God's sake, buy just a little bit here so you don't feel like a complete fool if we bounce.
Boat, you know?
Don't forget.
You'd hate to be this stoked about something and be right, but also be broke because you lost it.
Remember, we did cover that one.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
There was that one fund we covered on yesterday's show that did buy 150 million worth of Bitcoin at around 31k. So they bought a dip at worth 150 mil. What's your excuse, right?
Yeah, and well, they're pretty much at break even right now, but
not for long. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
Within this hourly candle, they'll be down.
And 150 might be peanuts to a multi-billion-dollar.
Right. They're throwing $100 bills in the fire to keep warm.
Right. So you know, I'm not saying take that as trading advice, but for God's sake, people, if you were looking for a pullback, don't hesitate to buy the pullback you promised yourself you'd buy. Don't go all in. Buy just a little if you have to. Boris Bitcoin in live chat. Hey, can you look at the potential Dow Jones short and also natural gas? Shorting the Dow. Let's do it.
We did Dow at the beginning of the show. I see what you're talking about. We're just a little overextended to take the short. We're too far below the qualifying line. So. Yeah, if we could maybe get a pullback over the next couple of days, or I don't think we can catch it. It just gapped down too much today. If we can close back up closer to the baseline and still be crossed under and be below zero and stuff, then I'd be interested in the Dow short. But yeah, what can I say? The Dow is taken off short without us. And then what was the other request?
Natural gas.
I've been talking about that live on stream for a while, that looks like a straight up plank where it just falls right off a cliff. So
natural gas I'm seeing a rounded bottom here on natural gas.
Okay,
this is really interesting.
Yeah, that is.
So I think overall I'm bullish here on natural gas.
I'm with you. That's a great signal. You don't usually see them that textbook like that.
Yeah, this is very interesting looking. And then we have this.
You're about to break above that. Yeah. You're about to break that horizontal resistance and then come back down and test it, and then boom.
Yeah, I think natural gas looks strong here. If for whatever reason we made a new low, then I'd be like, okay, I was wrong. But as long as we can hold this level right here, then I think we're good. I think we're kind of follow this. What's next?
Next one coming up is MATIC. Jose Alves in live chat. Can we revisit MATIC USDT that we looked into yesterday? Do we have an early exit signal, he asks.
Nope.
Like I said yesterday, guys, MATIC looks super strong.
Yep, there's just nothing to do here on MATIC.
Yep, you gotta be patient here.
All right, Alex, moving along briskly. I like it, guys. We got 10 minutes left in the show, approximately. Yes, we do have to cut the show a little short today. We are going into the community mentorship session. On Wednesdays, we do have our community group sessions. So look forward to seeing the premium members in that. But in the meantime, let's knock out these last few requests. This one comes from XL in the live chat. Can you do dot polka dot, please?
Sure.
A little boop.
Bearish, get out.
Ooh, it looks like a faucet, my friend.
Yep, get out, man.
Yeah, even if it does reverse to the upside here for a nice another swing, this is a bearish pattern. You should not be in a long position there.
Yep. Remember what I said about resistance, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would look for a swing back towards $11 here.
At least.
Yeah. This is actually, I might take the short signal at the end of today.
And look at look at that point of control. Look how far down that is.
Yeah, we're not quite below zero, but screw it.
No, Alex, don't teach them bad things. You got to stick straight to your
like
system.
Right there. We're like right there. Everything else is fine.
You know you got to wait till close. You wait till close.
No. I'm saying we're not gonna make it below zero here.
I know. I'm saying you wait till close. I don't care. Could be the short of the century.
All right, want to get into the next one? Here we go.
Actually, looking at it right there.
This one comes from
a
Afif in the live chat. How about CELO USDT? CELO?
Does anyone remember School of Rock?
All right. Well, there's always room for cello.
Cello, it's a bass.
Nah. Crossed under. We got an exit signal at the end of the day. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, you're getting chopped up right now. And that looks like a straight up reversal, rejection, swing failure. Yeah, that does not look good. Nope. Look at that price absorption from that baseline bounce.
We'll look at the Bitcoin pairing. Maybe there's better information. The Celsius. There we go. It basically looks the same. Yeah, I don't see anything for us to do here. We don't even really have a daily baseline. We're not above resistance here. We're below resistance, and we don't have a I'm just not interested in it right now. We don't have enough data to really play around with. We don't have a super strong signal to take, and we're not above resistance. So, for those reasons, I'm out.
Shark Tank.
All right, let's get into the last few requests. Only got a few left. I don't know what this is. AAVE Gaming in the live chat. Hey, what's up? Have you seen NAKD? Your thoughts? What's naked? NAKD. Is that a
That's
coin?
where you take your clothes off, Jack. You got to get out more.
NAKD coin. Let's see. Is this a coin? Nope, it must be a sticker. Let's see.
Stock day, huh?
It's called Naked Brand Group. It's at 90 cents. Alex, maybe quickly pull up the stock ticker on NAKD.
All right. I had a strong day today.
Mm-hmm. That's the kind of pattern you could get out of DOT, but it's never in your favor to bet on that.
Yeah, there's really nothing for us to do here on Naked. Just way too overextended for us to be able to take a signal. We need to be closer to the daily baseline here.
If you long that, you'll be naked and afraid. That's longing resistance.
Yeah, there's just nothing for us to do in this spot, man. So if you're in it, then congratulations. I don't see a sell signal or anything like that.
Yep.
But if you're trying to find an entry, I
Pass
don't see anything anywhere we can secure that. Or plus, we're up 130% today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I don't know if you've figured this out yet, but I am basically never going to say, yes, buy this thing that's up 130% today.
That's just not how it works, but it's crazy that this many people in the world still believe that. Like,
and sometimes it works out. Sometimes it works. If you bought GameStop at $40 or $50, you're sitting pretty right now. But ordinarily, those things, they'll get you wrecked.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. We only got a few minutes left in the show. Let's knock out these last couple. This one comes from Mr. Ether. Shoutouts to Mr. Ether. He's saying, let's revisit
Be sure
Hex.
to like and subscribe these last few minutes of the show if you enjoy rapid fire technical analysis.
Indeed. Mr. Ether, Robert Warner, Hex looking any better this week, he asks.
Let's take a look, buddy. I'll assume you're looking to buy back in because you're the kind of guy who takes profits. I know you.
This guy taking profits? No way.
No way, no way. Whose chair is that?
Not now, not never.
It's not my chair. Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say.
I like seashells.
I like seahorses.
Seahorses and seashells. Things with seashells on them. The
I don't see anything to do yet with Hex. I think what you are looking for is... kind of jumped right there. I think you're looking for a break of the downtrend here. And if/when you get that, then that will be your opportunity to take the Hex long. I like how sellers have kind of petered out here. We've got support here. So yeah, this entire area essentially is a low volume node that price doesn't like to trade in. Let's see, we've got resistance here, got support here, resistance in this spot, we break through, support again. So yeah, nothing to do on Hex right now. If we break up from here and we hold the support, that'll be a great long signal. And if we break down from here, then I expect we'd probably retest the lows at that point. But that's it. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's squeeze in this last one or two. This one is a question from a new user. There's quite a few new users coming into the chat this morning, so it's really nice to see that, guys. Rodney Lauer.
It must be the poll. They're here because of the poll.
Could be the poll.
I'm telling you, get that Bitcoin poll.
Could be this
I just botched it.
Epic wave of interest coming into our space, but let's take a look. Rodney Lauer, shout outs to Rodney Lauer. Thank you for joining us here. Asks, will DeFi be the thing in 2021 and beyond? I'm thinking of expanding my DeFi portfolio. I love the stream, by the way. Thank you, Mr. Rodney Lauer.
Yes.
I think you,
2021 DeFi is, yep.
Go back to yesterday's episode as well, though, because we talked specifically about how the charts in DeFi right now look different than the rest of the charts.
I think DeFi is going to continue to be big in 2021. That doesn't mean I don't think the markets are going to pull back like right now or this month or the beginning of this year. I don't, like I said, you guys know I've been bearish. I don't know how bearish to be. I don't necessarily think we're going to have like a replay of last March or anything like that, but we could get a pullback. We've been going for like 9 months straight on the larger stock market and stuff. So, a couple month pullback would be relatively normal.
So it's important to remember time frame.
Yeah, but that being said, I think if you bought DeFi like right now and you held it for a couple years, you'd be in the money.
You're in the money.
But if I were you, I would wait for a big, large. What I would do for you is I would just start setting aside money and start doing research. Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna want like your 5 to 10 top DeFi picks after you do your research, and then you wait for whenever the markets are way down. And people are feeling bad about the markets, and everybody is like, prices are down like 50% or whatever. People are hurting, and you think this is great. This is actually what me, educated investor, has been waiting for. The markets are down. I know what I want to buy. I'm just going to go to the store and buy stuff that are on sale. That's what it feels like. You're like, oh yay, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, that as well as the thing that's not commonly talked about, that's kind of the lesson within what Alex was just talking about, is once you go and educate yourself on what you are actually doing, when you actually look for the things that you learn about, then you're going to have the conviction to stick with them when they even go against you, because sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
And then
of course
you have it's part of the confidence of being able to deal with the drawdown, because you have the conviction that what you're doing is the right thing because you know what you're doing. If you're listening to anyone else, then you're never going to be able to do that.
All right, let's we're limited on time, guys. I got to kind of begin to wrap it up here. At least my advice to Robert Lauer is that, will DeFi be a thing? Yeah, I think it's one of the best use cases for crypto. It's a no-brainer. It's one of these things that translates well for new investors. Like, what can crypto do? Oh, they're pioneering this decentralized finance, all of this traditional banking features like savings and loans. They're going to be on the blockchain someday, and these projects are going to be the ones that power this future. Now, will any of this actually come to be? I'm not entirely certain on that. This is still very much nascent.
That's why we speculate, guys. We don't know, but
nascent
we like
technology, guys. So hang tight and pick your winners. Do your research. Yes, will it still be a thing? Yeah, I can still see it being a thing. DeFi is not done yet, and I've seen a lot of articles trending lately that institutions are coming for DeFi next. So DeFi, yeah.
And I guess if you guys really want to be like truly that lazy, we're gonna be here every day anyway, so just come on back and we'll get you informed.
All right, we're kind of out of time. We're not probably going to cover any of these requests, but I will shout these people out because some of these guys are new to the channel.
In the chat.
Guys, normally we can get most of your requests done, but today on Wednesdays we do wrap the show a little early because we do have a community session we go to after this where we do talk more in a private, more of a private one-on-one, one-on-one, but we do a
group mentorship on Wednesday.
Yeah, we have a group session, so we're going to head to that shortly. But let me shout out who is here: Siva Kumar, ICX sell or wait? What do you guys think? Sell or wait for ICX? Don't know. We'll have to look at a chart. We'll think.
I just closed out an ICX long today, so I wouldn't be in it.
All right, the Bang Bang in the live chat, can you please give advice on LROD entry position? That's EGLD. We'd have to probably look at a chart. Not sure if we have time to look at EGLD entry positions, but thank you for joining us.
He's new. Let's do one more.
Okay, do one more.
We'll do one more.
Do one more, but we do got to get going after that guy.
And Jason, paste the man a Discord link in the live chat.
Gotcha.
So what does he want to know?
Click on it.
Entry on EGLD.
You can try and score an entry near $41. Otherwise, I just let it go. And even then, I mean, look at the rest of the market, man. Maybe EGLD is just gone for right now. I mean, look how much it's up over the past few weeks. Maybe it's just gone for right now, and you should wait for a larger pullback. So I would wait for a larger pullback, maybe $15 buy up here.
All right, potential entries for the bank to consider. Shoutouts to Fluffy Foofukins, Coco's BCX request, keep hodling or get out. Not sure what he's referring to as far as this BCX request is concerned. But shoutouts to Fluffy. Next one came from ANCAP Futures. KRMD on the monthly, looking for reversal in the future. Not sure what KRMD is, what it's doing on the monthly. Wish we had more time to explore that, but shoutouts to ANCAP. Sorry we couldn't get to your request. Conscious Criminal, I just got here, but if you guys haven't looked at Link, Stellar, or Cardano, I'd like to request that. If you can't, no problem, I'll watch them.
We looked at 2 of the 3 of those. You will have to check the timestamps.
Yeah, there will be timestamps after the show, so just wait a couple, what's it usually, Jack?
It can be 15 minutes to an hour. It can vary, but just check back in the show a little later in the afternoon, and you'll certainly find all the timestamps here. Easily look up Cardano, well, not Cardano, because we did Link, we did Stellar. No Cardano today. Wish we could, but tomorrow we will follow up Cardano. I promise. Toby12033 in the live chat says, "What do you guys think about MACD bot? Not too sure about a bot that trades the MACD.
Use a Fisher instead."
Use the Fisher transform potentially, but
actually use time transformation, but I don't do bot trading, so.
Welcome to the show.
I am the bot.
Welcome to the community, Toby. We will look into your MACD question maybe tomorrow, but do come back. And finally, the Cryptonaire. You may have gone over already, but what about Ethereum? Cryptonaire, you did join us late in the show. Ethereum we covered earlier. Same reply. Do check back on the show, look at the timestamps, and you will find our thoughts on Ethereum. With that said, guys, that's it. We're gonna have to wrap the show right around now. I'm gonna quickly check the poll. Let me see if I can.
Let's check back in with that real quick.
Let me see if I can get
How's the XRP army holding up?
See if I can get the poll on screen here. And this way we can see how that's doing. Let's just let's see here. I don't have the poll as part of my usual compilation here. All right, finally, it's up on the screen. Let's pull it up here. And the poll, I need to refresh probably because for some reason
you are killing me.
We're almost there. We're almost there. Here we go. 66 votes in. Currently, Bitcoin will
people
break.
Are getting bearish now.
Yep, the bears are leading the poll. Bitcoin will break down below 30,000. 42%
Does this mean reversal?
have voted to go
Oh,
bearish.
no.
14%.
I'm gonna go exit my hedge immediately.
14% of people voted I don't care. I'm still on XRP. And 11% of people, I'm an Ethereum, you insensitive clod. Well, I don't know how insensitive that is because Ethereum's holding up pretty strong compared to Bitcoin. So, yeah, shout outs to everybody who contributed to the poll. Be sure to check out
share that with
poll.
other people, guys. Let's see how many we can get to vote on that.
Yeah, keep your eye on these polls, guys. We're going to be dropping these every day. It's very nice to see where everyone stands, what our community's current bias or sentiment is. So, Cryptonair says it's a bullish result. Yeah, you know, when our community, well, you know what, our community is a little more sophisticated. It's almost, I would say I would not counter-trade our boys. This is not the place
Just
to
come look at the
counter-trade.
numbers, guys. We're so transparent with everything that we do. We come here day to day to talk about this because we love doing it, and we record every moment of it so we can get the most out of it. It's the only way to learn and succeed at this at the same time. So come in, look at our results.
For sure.
Let them speak for it.
Join us in the Discord, discord.krakencryptocurrency.com, or join our premium membership. Get lots of cool features, proprietary indicators on TradingView.
Let's teach you how to build a system so you know what you're doing.
Signals, and much more. But guys, we got to call it a day. And moving to wrap.
See everyone in the mentoring session.
See you in mentorship.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.